the wellness programs, I think, is an amazing aspect of this whole program. Getting to create my own program. I feel like I'm saying the word program a lot, but getting to create my own program is kind of what I wanted to do originally and how I wanted to take my business, further. And my whole thing is injury prevention, and by giving dancers a wellness program, that is injury prevention. So being able to have the guidance from you in how to develop it and how to create the videos, it was absolutely amazing.
So I do a lot of, I just started doing a lot of video editing for work. So having you walk me through that process definitely helped me with my social media stuff for work, helped me integrate it already in the business aspect, even if it's not specifically for myself. I find it to be extremely helpful. It helped me when I was looking for what different types of software to use and some different examples of what works and kind of what doesn't. And it definitely made the video editing process seem a lot less daunting to get things done in a timely manner.
It's been awesome to be able to create the program because I feel like the wellness program is going to help me reach out to some of those people and allow me to get those people into a community rather than just trying to reach out to random people and saying like, hey, I'm a PT, like, let me help you. And you've also just had really good tips and tricks for getting our foot in the door and like building the connections, because that's where I've been stuck, is like I know people as a performer, like I know other people that I perform with, or I know gymnasts that I coach with, dancers that I've coached, blah, blah, blah. But to actually get my foot in the door as a PT or as a health professional, I've been completely clueless. So having you there to give me steps along the way has just been awesome.
Yeah, so I definitely just feel like that whole imposter syndrome, I don't know why I even had it, honestly, to begin with. So you just kind of helped me, find my own way, just really, doing things on my own. I always feel like I kind of have to be told like what to do, but you've definitely opened so many like different ways of doing that.
So I grew up as a dancer, but I've been out of dance for several years now, and since I'm finishing that up, doesn't really feel like you're prepared for treating any population outside of what they really hit on. And obviously performing arts and dancers is not something that is usually talked about. So instead of, making me feel like I was PT school, making me feel like I could do it more, it was kind of the opposite. And going through this program has made me realize that it's really still not that far away from, what I wanted to do, and that it definitely is possible and not super difficult to do.
So yes, definitely still introverted and proud of it. But it's also been finding the confidence in myself to go out and put myself out there to treat the dancers that I want to treat. And even just going up to my supervisor and asking him, hey, I see you have a dancer on your caseload. I want to treat this person, and instead of just kind of sticking a little bit more back. But also it's okay to be introverted and not shining brightly bubbliness.
For all of you that don't know, I'm in clinical full-time and in an internship and in a work study, and I bike everywhere, and I'm doing this class. So something I've been learning a lot right now is just giving myself grace and being okay with being busy and doing a lot. And I think giving myself little things to work on every day has been really helpful with this. Being a student, I think I'm used to a pretty full schedule, but it's definitely really encouraging to be doing something that I really want to do. Like I really want to treat dancers, and I'm in my second year of PT school, and I don't remember who's saying it, but Tomo was saying about how PT school doesn't really prepare you to work with performers. And so definitely feel very encouraged doing this class, definitely worth it, just to build my own confidence and really solidify my own knowledge with dance, because I used to be a dancer too. So yeah, it's been really cool. It's been a neat experience to really prioritize what I am passionate about.
So I think it's possible to get done because with like school, you don't really want to study any of that. So this gives you a great opportunity to take a break and learn things that you actually want to learn. So you don't feel as bad and you can make time for it because you're doing things that you enjoy, and so you can help yourself when you get out of school.
Yeah, so I'm someone who tends to overthink everything, and I want to take action, but sometimes it just takes me a little while. So it was very, very, very helpful to have you, Jenna, like hold my hand, but also kick my butt at the same time. Like I just really, really needed that, and it was super helpful. And just on a personal note, you just show me how much is possible. And I love that. And I'm trying to live my life now with less limitations on myself and just what is possible in not just business, but in life in general.
So doing this program while having a bunch of crazy things going on. So I just graduated, I'm studying for boards, I just got engaged, so I'm planning a wedding. So having this program was really a nice break to kind of study something that I'm super interested in. And also coming out of school, it's nice to have something to study that's not boards material that I'm actually interested in that I can use to propel me in my future job. So being able to come out of school and then go directly into my new job, having all these resources has been really encouraging, and it's really exciting to just do the program. So
I, in the past couple months, have made a major job transition from a more sports-based clinic to a more orthopedic-based clinic, which was really challenging because I knew I wanted to work with dancers who I consider to be athletes. But having this program and having built the wellness program has given me a more positive outlook on the next couple of years of my life, because I'm going to have this to satisfy my love for dance in addition to teaching and all the other things that I do. But at least I'll have that piece of me to hold me through and propel me and help me stay motivated through this challenging phase of COVID that we're going through. It's all been really worth it with the kicks in the butts and the hand holding that happened at the same time.
This program kind of helps you tap into unused potential, because when you're in a school environment, you get accustomed to people telling you what to do and how you have to be and what kind of clinician you're supposed to become. And you assume that the only option that there is to work for somebody else. You don't really, you know, of people that are, branching out on their own, but you don't really know them personally. So being able to kind of network with Jenna and realize that, like this is something that everyone can do if they're actually taking the time to go through the steps, network correctly, be okay with not knowing all the answers. And with this program, I feel like it challenges you in the sense that you have to put yourself out there. Like, even if that's not something that you're used to, how are you supposed to attract an audience if you're not willing to put yourself out there? How are you going to say, oh, I want to treat this population, and you're not willing to go seek them out? You have to kind of, take those baby steps that Jenna definitely coaches you through, to say, hey, do this week. Hey, do this week. That way you don't feel like you're overloaded with a bunch of material and information that you don't know what to do with. I mean, for someone that's type A, I needed that. Like, this week you must accomplish A, B, C, and D, or so on and so forth. And then I was like, oh, okay, if I do this, then it's leading to this, right? So just kind of having that process where you just don't feel like you're alone. And then being in this group with a bunch of other people who are literally going through the same thing that you are, I think is helpful as well.